So I was watching Mother's Basement one day and I stumbled upon his video titled, "Will DBZ Save Anime Fighting Games?" Being a huge DBZ fan myself, I watched the video. To my surprise, in the first 10 seconds of the video, he says this.
Over the years, I've seen a lot of people ask for Goku in Smash Bros, and I just don't get that. I'd much rather see Goku in a fighting game.
At first, I was like, ha ha, funny joke. I rate 8 out of 8, mate. I thought it was just a funny, lighthearted joke he didn't mean much harm in. But as I continued watching the video, he kept on talking about Smash having 2 games at EVO, and how it wasn't a fighting game. And this time he didn't even sound like he was joking, he sounded like he was dead serious and that he hated Smash Brothers. I can't put words in his mouth, I don't know Mother's Basement. I'm just interpreting what he said and trying to make sense of it. Anyway, first time, haha, that was pretty funny. Second time, okay? Third time, buddy, are you actually serious right now? Before I go any further, I just want to make this clear that this is not a hate video or a call out video to Mother's Basement. This is, like, he just made this video and it gave me inspiration, like, it gave me, like, the spark to make this video. I know people can get really sensitive about this stuff. I don't know if Mother's Basement actually believes that Smash Brothers isn't a fighting game, but throughout the video and in his recent tweets, it is pretty heavily implied that not only does he not think Smash Brothers is a fighting game, but he just doesn't like the series. Do people actually still believe that Smash Brothers isn't a fighting game? Are people really still salty at the fact that Smash Brothers is included in the same breath as games like Street Fighter and Tekken? What year is this again? Once again, this video is in no way against Mother's Basement. I have never met the guy and he makes some pretty cool anime videos, so I watch his videos. He simply gave me the idea to make this video. Alright, I think you guys get the point now. So no more wasting your time, let's get right into it. Is Smash a fighting game? Judging by my intro alone, and honestly just a quick glance at my YouTube channel, will reveal that yes, I wholeheartedly believe that Smash is a competitive fighting game. If we break it down to its literal definition, a fighting game is basically a game where the primary objective is to fight. Well, that's it, Smash is a fighting game, like, comment, subscribe, bye! Unfortunately, it's not that simple. Yes, Smash is a fighting game by definition, I don't think anyone can really deny that. I think the real problem lies in the fact that Smash isn't a traditional fighting game and doesn't belong in the same conversations or tournaments as Street Fighter and Tekken. It's no secret, Smash was originally designed to be a party game. To make it competitive, you have to disable 90% of the settings and adjust it to a specific stock count and timer just to get a little taste of competitive gameplay. And then you have to pick like these 5 or 6 specific competitive stages because the rest of them are illegal for one reason or another. But once all these requirements are met, Smash is a competitive fighter. There's footsies, combos, matchups, and everything else traditional fighters have to offer at the most competitive level. Fundamentally, yes, Smash is unlike the other fighting games. But when you really dig down to the intricate details of what make a competitive fighting game, Smash really has it all. Yes, Smash was meant to be a party game, and it is still primarily a party game. But that doesn't mean it can't still be enjoyed as a competitive fighting game. The developers even recognized this. They made an entire online mode dedicated to competitive play. Albeit executed poorly, it's still there, meaning that Nintendo is making an attempt to appeal to their competitive audience. So yeah, even the developers have recognized that Smash has evolved to be a hybrid of a party game and a fighting game with some platforming elements. Let's talk about that last point. Smash unmistakably feels like a platforming game. If you've ever played Super Mario, you'll feel right at home controlling these characters. The game has a lot of platforming elements, such as full hopping and short hopping through platforms. In my opinion, this is what helps make Smash so amazing. It's a fighting game and a party game that somehow incorporates platforming elements along with it. That is a gaming design feat. In a competitive environment, This allows for unique stage design you won't see in any other fighting game. You can use the platforms to help aid you and extend your combos. The platforms also help expand your movement options. It is true, no other fighting game has this type of platformer style gameplay to it. But does that make it any less of a fighting game? No! Just because you're adding another layer of gameplay doesn't make it less of a fighting game. That's like saying Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 isn't a fighting game because it has 3 characters fighting at the same time, technically, instead of 1. 1v1 is tradition, so this game cannot be a fighting game. That's nonsense. And even if you're still not bought on the fact that these platforming elements don't take away from Smash Bros. Being a fighting game, there's Final Destination, a stage with no platforms whatsoever, just a straight line like your traditional fighter. You can make that the only stage you play on if you feel so inclined. If you haven't noticed, I've sprinkled little things about combos here and there throughout the video. Let me expand. There are combos in Smash, but not really at the same time. This is due to directional influence, or DI for short. There's also Smash DI, or SDI, but I won't go over that for the sake of longevity. DI is when you influence the direction your character moves upon being hit. This makes it so that some combos, which are usually true combos, end up being a mix-up or a 50-50. To get the most out of your combos, you have to read the DI of your opponent and act accordingly. In my opinion, this helps the game feel fresh as you can connect moves in a more creative manner. This obviously doesn't devalue Smash as a competitive fighter. It simply makes it a different competitive fighter. Is it a true fighting game? If you mean health bars and frame perfect counters, then no, it's not. In that case, Smash isn't a true fighting game. But in every other sense of the definition fighting game, then yes, Smash is a fighting game. Smash is just unique. It's not your traditional fighting game, but it's a fighting game nonetheless. And that's the point I really want to hit home here. Smash isn't a traditional fighting game, but it still is a fighting game. You can bend the rules a little bit and still qualify. That's like saying Isaiah Thomas isn't a real NBA player because he's not at least 6 foot tall. Finally, let's talk about health bars. Yes, I know, the elephant in the room. We all knew this was coming. It's the main point people bring up when talking about Smash not being a true fighting game. There are no health bars in competitive Smash, I'm not gonna try and cover that up. You can theoretically lose a match without taking a single hit. However, instead of a life bar, Smash uses percentage. Your percent increases the more you get hit. It's sort of a modifier to your knockback instead of a set health bar, with the end goal being to smash your opponent out of the stage. Being at low or high percent can actually give you some advantages and disadvantages. Higher percent makes you harder to combo but easier to die, and low percent vice versa. There's also kill confirms that only work at a specific percent, in which case giving your opponent too much percent can actually be detrimental and make it even harder for you to kill. Again, just because Smash doesn't use health bars and instead creates its own system, does not devalue it as a competitive fighter. It just means it's different. The manner in which you take out your opponent is different than a traditional fighting game. That's it. If anything, that's more of a reason Smash should be played at EVO. It's not only easily distinguishable, but different than all the other fighting games. It shows the audience that fighting games can be enjoyed in different ways and not every fighting game is the same. I believe Smash is a competitive fighting game and definitely deserves to be in tournaments like EVO. With all that being said, thank you for watching. It's been a while since I've made one of these super thought out videos, and I honestly forgot how long it takes to make these. So if you enjoyed, it would be awesome if you would super smash that like button for me. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe, and that'll be it for me. Peace. Smash isn't a fighting game because it doesn't have special moves. Alright, time to legalize Smash Balls.